the General Director of the Annapolis Opera. I am fortunate in that every single day I get to work with incredibly talented young people. We specialize in working with emerging arts professionals. So not only do I get to hear incredible music by young singers, but I also get to work with all of the creatives behind the scene. So our set designers, lighting designers, everyone is in the middle of developing their professional career, and we offer them the opportunity to work with a professional company at a higher level. This is our 50th anniversary season. So we've had a very full season already with the start in August with La Boheme. In 1949. So that was a really exciting piece to do. It involved a lot of projections and different ways of staging a performance. Two things that I'm always excited about. One is we'll have our spring opera, which is Marriage of Figaro this year. This one is a traditional piece, but it's so much fun, and it's just a real comedy that everybody can relate to. And then we end our season with our Voices of Our Time concert. And this year it's with John Holliday, who not only was a finalist in The Voice, he happens to be a Met Opera performer, and he's an amazing talent. He will also be judging our vocal competition, which is what we do at the end of our season, and people are really excited about seeing 8 really up-and-coming voices. And this is the place to see those voices before they kind of hit the Metropolitan Opera. So that I really love. Again, it's about being able to work with such young, creative artists. We do a lot of programs that invite the community in to learn about opera, to learn about our productions, to learn about our singers and our company that are free. We also have a children's opera program, which will fortunately restart next season now that we have the ability to have people gather again. Through that opera program, we usually have 7,500 school students come see our operas that are written specifically for them. That is a lot of fun. They get very fired up over that. The other thing we do is, because we're always working with new organizations and partnering with new people within the community, we employ every year over 150 musicians, singers, dancers, and designers. So we're adding to the health and vitality of our community through the cultivation of employment. And every time you draw someone into a performance, you're adding to your community base, either through the taxes that they're paying on their ticket or by the restaurant they go to before they come to a performance. So we like to think that we're part of that cultural capital that has made Annapolis such a lively place to come. We also have partners such as the Performing and Visual Arts schools. We work with them. We're connected to the library system because many of our operas are connected to books. So we have a literary connection. There's just a length of ways we try to interact and work, especially within Maryland Hall, because we collaborate here too. First and foremost, we as a founding resident company feel great pride in being a part of the building, growing, and development of this arts facility. As a cultural core, we are part of that core, and we have helped Maryland Hall as much as Maryland Hall has helped us. We think that by working together, communicating together, and having a shared message of what's important in our community is a fabulous direction to go. And all of us in the resident companies do collaborate at some point or another over the years, and will continue to do that, and with Maryland Hall as the center of that. So we want to give every age group an opportunity, and everyone in our community, not just one group in our community or 2 groups, but every level of our community should be able to come and see what we do here at Maryland Hall. We want to impact the young people here, so that's why we have so many elementary school children come and see a live performance. Many times it's the first time they've ever seen a live performance, and they get really excited. So that's the first entry point. The other is we invite schools, mainly high school and university students, to come to some of our dress rehearsals so they can see themselves on the stage doing what our artists are doing. The other is we work with, right now through Coppin State University, we have an intern program for them, which has been really successful, and that is for young theater professionals. And then lastly, we do things like I mentioned with John Holliday. He is a young, up-and-coming artist. He's already been at the Met. He's going to be around everywhere. People are going to be seeing him everywhere. And we're really lucky that we're having him in here for a concert just for us. And I think having young people see an artist like that on stage who is so versatile and so multi-talented, it makes them feel that there's a place for them in the arts. So that's kind of our approach, from the ground to the grave, you know, all the way. We want to have art for everybody, and a lot of times people think opera isn't for everybody, but that's because they haven't really experienced it. Without the arts, you lack community cohesion, you lack a cultural center, an identity, and you basically lack a chunk of humanity. So the big picture is that we want to be here for 50 more years, doing what we've been doing for 50 years, and be a welcoming and embracive arts community member. That's important. The other important feature is that when artists come to us, they also feel embraced. And they feel that they are learning and growing because we have helped them accomplish that. We need the next generation of artists in this type of art form. We need them in all art forms, but especially in opera, because opera embraces all the arts. It's not just my vision. It's the vision of our artistic and music director, it's the vision of the board, and it has to, and has consistently for our 50 years, embrace what the community needs, what the community wants to see, and how the community wants to interact with us. So if we're successful in helping bring along the next generation of great artists, then our community will also succeed, because you need that as a civil society.